Hi everyone. Today, unfortunately, it's my very last video in my hashtag nuyu series. I hope you enjoyed all the videos that I made this month and be excited for next month. But I thought I would end it off by sharing with you my tips on how to create your dream space. Because I'm in my room a lot. I film in my room. It's part of my production design. So I feel like when I change my room up, it makes me feel like a new me. And so I thought it fit into the theme, and also a lot of you guys asked me to make videos on room decor. Hopefully this helps you out and you get inspired. Step number one is to clean your room. I made a video on how to clean your room using the KONDO method, and I will link that video down below. I think that's super helpful, and if your room right now is super cluttered and in chaos, then I would recommend watching that video first. I also highly recommend this book. It's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. This book has totally changed my life. It just really changed the way that I see things. I focus a lot more on quality, and when I'm buying something, I really question whether it really sparks joy, whether I really like it. And you can listen to this book or any other book for free at audibletrial.com/ChristineSmiley, and I'll leave that link down below. Step number two, start off with a blank canvas. This kind of goes with cleaning your room, but also I just like to strip everything down and maybe move it out of my room, just because when everything's all up, it makes you kind of lazy and you might just think, oh, I'll just keep it that way, it's fine the way it is. But when you strip everything down, it kind of forces you to rethink things and see things in a new perspective. If you really want to start over on a blank canvas, I would maybe even recommend considering painting your room, putting up a big tapestry even. This room used to be white, and then I painted it a pastel jade color, and then I went back to the lightest lavender. It's a purple toned white. I just take like a gajillion paint chips from Home Depot and I kind of play around with it and see what I like. And also try to picture your room as a hotel. If you wanted to stay at a hotel or an Airbnb, how would you want it to look? Usually it's very simple, but it looks nice and clean. Step number three, choose where to arrange your key furniture pieces. This includes your bed, maybe your desk, a dresser, shelves. Those are pretty much the main things that are in a normal person's bedroom. And I've lived in this room since I was probably 6 or 7. I think my bed has been in literally every corner of the room. Like, I've tried everything, and so don't be afraid to try different places out. Take out a ruler, start measuring, because sometimes your eyes may perceive an object to be smaller and your room to be bigger than it actually is, or vice versa. So you never really know how things are gonna fit, but it's all about just experimenting and playing around with it. And if you don't like where something is, then hey, it's a workout. Just change it back to where it was or try a new position. What really helps for me to actually visualize it is to actually draw it out on a piece of paper. Trust me, I do not know perspective. I am not a very good artist. It's okay if you don't know how to draw a drawer. Step number 4, which is probably the most exciting part. It's time to start decorating. But before you get overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, the number one thing that's the easiest thing is to change your duvet cover. Get a new bedspread, and that makes a huge difference because most of the time your bed is the biggest piece of furniture in your room. Pick a color scheme or theme that you want for your room, just to keep in mind when you're shopping for things or buying things or trying to put your room together. For me, I know that I really like white over black. I like silver over gold. I like a little bit of wood. I also really like primary colors, so red, yellow, and blue. And I like pale versions of the primary colors, so pink, light blue. But I tend to avoid orange, green, and purple unless the green is plants. So I know that sounds super complicated, but that's kind of the colors that I gravitate towards. Plants! Man, I just got this plant from IKEA for 12 bucks, and the plant pot was like 25 bucks, so I don't know. I feel like plants just liven up your room. I'm not a big fan fan of fake plants because they just seem so static and they get dusty and it kind of creeps me out now, so I try to avoid fake plants. Succulents, flowers, cacti, home plants. I'm on the hunt for more plants. It gives your room some life, some breath. I am so naming my plant Steve because I am currently obsessed with Steve Carell. Long story, I'm not even gonna get into it. Yeah, so say hello to my plant Steve. I love you! Lights! Fairy lights, string lights, paper lantern lights, candles. They light up your room, obviously, and they just look so cute, especially in the background of videos. I probably wouldn't have those colorful lights up there if I weren't a YouTuber because it's a little too much, but it looks good in the background of my videos, so that's why that's there. Wall art. I recently got this extra large Society 6 wall print of these leaves. I am just in love with this artist. I will leave a link to the one I got below. I'm just obsessed with it. It's just so pretty and I spent hours searching for the perfect one and I feel like that was just meant to be in my room. I also really like to use books and candles as room decor. I just like to have little knickknacks of things that are really sentimental to me. Like every little thing in my room that looks like room decor is sentimental to me because I got it somewhere. It's something that I love. I also started a little collage over there. When I was younger, I used to have a bunch of collages and posters up on my walls, and then I went through this minimalist phase where I thought less is more, nothing is everything, and now I'm slowly getting back in the phase where I like adding little bits of sentimental value in my room. I don't want it to look too boring and I don't want to get so simple that I lose myself. I had a box of little papers and things just being stored and I thought, why not just put it up on my wall so I could see it more often. Obviously everyone's styles and tastes are different and you might be totally into a more minimalist look. I'm just at a point in my life where I just want to experiment with putting things up on my walls just because it makes me feel more cozy and nostalgic. It seems more customized and lived in. Honestly, just try to let it happen naturally. Like right now my room is not finished in my opinion. I feel like there's more that I want to add and I'm not gonna force it. I feel like as I live my life and I buy certain things that are sentimental to me, I will just start adding that to the collection of my room. Your room is kind of like your little museum of your life. Thumbs this video up if you want to see a room tour soon. How many room tours did I do? Probably 5. I don't know. I will leave all of my past room tours down below, but it kind of makes me cringe looking back at it. That is all. I guess I'm going to send you off. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Bye!